Hi guys, it's Amy with A2Z Stamping, and today I wanted to show you how to make these cute little narrow boxes. I think these would be perfect for Christmas. Of course, they'd be great for any time of year that you need a box for something, but I'm going to show you how I made up some Christmas boxes. I'm always telling you guys, don't go out and buy boxes or bags when you have all this designer series paper you want to use up, and it makes the cutest little boxes. For this one, I used the Year of Cheer paper, and that's the gold foil checkers. And on this one, I've embossed in gold the Christmas wishes. I've got a bow and some ribbon. And these boxes are perfect for holding so many things. They measure about 1.5 by 8 inches long by 1.5, a little over 1.5. So they'd be great for, you know, candy or some sort of treat like that. But they'd also be perfect for, I don't know, jewelry or, I mean, even as simple as pencils. There's all kinds of things that would fit in these boxes. Aren't they so cute? Okay, and I'm going to show you how easy they are to make. So I grabbed some paper from this is actually from the Bundle of Love designer series paper. So this side is pink, but I liked the vanilla and gold foil side. To me, that seemed Christmassy as well. So I'm going to be making my box out of that, and I need to cut it down. So your paper needs, your designer series paper, let me open up my arm here, it needs to be cut at 8 1/8. I turn it around this way. So 8 1/8. So cut that. By 11. So I need to cut 1 inch off here. Okay. And I'm going to hold on to my scraps. That's all I need for trimming. Okay. So now what you're going to need, so again, this was 8 1/8 by 11. So now what you're going to need is your Simply Score scoring tool, or whatever scoring tool you use. I love the Simply Score. Okay, we're going to feed it in the long way. And we're going to score this at 1 5/8. So if you're new to the Simply Score, it has 1/8 marks, and then the little bit bigger ones are your 1/4 inch marks. So we're going to go 1 5/8. So you would count 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So right here. So 1 5/8 and pull it down. And 9 3/8. 1, 2, 3 right here. Okay, then we're going to rotate 90 degrees. And we're going to score at 1 5/8. Let me get this in here. So 1 5/8, 3 1/4, so that would be this first one. That's the same as 3 2/8, 4 7/8, so that would be their mark right before the 5, and 6 1/2, so right here, which would be the same as 6 4/8. All right, and that's all I need with my scoring tool, so I can put that away. Okay, so now we're going to burnish our score lines. So let me grab my bone folder. So I should have 2 going this way, and then 4 going this way. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right. Okay, so we've got our 2 score lines right here, and then the rest are going this way. So what I've got on each end is 5 boxes. I have 5 boxes on each end. And what you want to do is take your paper snips, and we're going to cut, so not the first box, but the second box, this bottom line. And we're just going to cut to the first score line. And that's the only cutting we're going to do on this box. And we're going to do it on both sides. Okay. So now these flaps come up right here. Okay, so we still have 5 boxes. All right. So the next thing we want to do is you're going to need a ruler. So I just have my little ruler here. And I'm going to use my bone folder. You just need a scoring tool of some sort. My bone folder works fine. And I want to put some diagonal score marks. So I'm going to line my ruler up with the corner of this first square and the top right here. And I'm going to draw a score line. Okay. And I'm going to do the same thing on the third box, so the middle one. Okay. Oh, it's not very straight. There we go. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the bottom one, except this time I'm going to turn my ruler, and I want to go from the inside to the bottom, the outside corner. Okay. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Okay. My middle box. And this one. There we go. Okay. Now your box should come together quite easily. So what you want to do is you want to kind of help the score lines, but they're going to fold in like so. And if you watch, what I do, so I flip my paper over with this first one, and you got to kind of help it, but see how it folds? It should fold perfectly like that. Okay? So that one, let's just get them all kind of going. So down, and they should come together. So this one like this. Okay, and then these ones down here. Okay, so we should have two right here. So we're gonna go. Sorry, I can't even see them. All right, there we go. So we've got one going this way and another one going this way. I know it's probably really hard for you to see on the camera, but I promise when you're doing this, you will see that it comes together really easily. This is the one I didn't do my, you know what my issue is here? My score line is not straight. Let me try this one more time. That's why you gotta make sure you go corner to corner. Mine is not straight at all. There we go. Now this. So if you're having an issue with yours, check your score lines. There we go, see, perfect. So see how these two come together? Can you guys see that? And then these two should come together. So again, goes in, and this one should go in. Okay. All right, so now we want to put our glue. And I promise when you're doing these yourself, they come in. Okay, so I like to use fast fuse. If you're not super good with the fast fuse, feel free to use the liquid glue. I don't recommend snail adhesive because you want something really strong. But we're going to be doing a lot of adhesive at this point. So, okay, so let me flip this back over. Like we had it in the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with our flaps right here. And we're going to put our adhesive. So in this top triangle right here, so I'm going to put my fast fuse here, and in this top triangle right here. Okay, and then we're going to put it in the top triangle of the third one. So again, if you're using the liquid glue, just go ahead and get it in there. Oops, come on. Okay, and then we're going to put it in the bottom triangle of this one down here. Okay, we are going to still need to do a little more glue, so keep your glue nearby. Okay, so let's start right here with this one. And it should just come together. You should be able to see, just press these together like so. Press, press, press. But then see how we have this flap right here? I like to take some more glue and stick it right here inside on this flap so that I can glue that flat right there. Okay, now for this one right here, it will just press down and line it up and press. And same thing. Oops, don't want to glue it to my table. We'll need some glue on the inside of this flap right here. And I know this is kind of wonky to work with right now because you have glue going everywhere. But I find it does work. You just got to kind of maneuver it around. Okay. This one right here, we're going to just actually hold it flat and press this down to line that up. And then let's get our glue right here to glue this flap down. Oh, Amy, seriously. Okay, and that's going to go flat like so. I promise when you're doing this yourself, it's not as hard as I'm making this look. It's actually quite easy. It just looks crazy, but I promise it's really quite simple. All right, so let me get my glue on this tab. This one goes together like this. Press. And let's press this one together. Press, and then we'll put our tabs down. I'm going to move my lid backwards. There we go. So I'm going to push my tabs down. Okay. And I'm sure there's an easier way to do this. This just has worked for me in the future. This has worked for me in the past. Clearly, I haven't done it on camera before, so I should have thought this through a little bit better, but it actually is quite easy to glue together. All right, there we go. Okay, so see, I have my box and my lid, and then my lid just closes over the top like so. So simple. Isn't that cute? So other than the gluing, it's really quite easy. And I think, like I said, once you get the hang of these, it's really not that hard. And the inside looks nice. And like I said, the box closes like this. Easy, done. Okay, so to finish this one off, I am going to I want to emboss a sentiment. So I'm going to grab my VersaMark, and I have a scrap piece of Whisper White cardstock. And I'm using a stamp from the Merry Mistletoe stamp set. I want the Christmas Wishes. And you know what? This stamp set I accidentally ordered in wood. And you know what? Sometimes that happens, and I'm just living with it. So I'm going to be stamping the Christmas Wishes. So let me get that up. I got to move it right in front of me so I can get it on here really well. Let's see. Christmas Wishes. 2, 3. Lift. That looks great. Clean your VersaMark off right away so that you don't... so it doesn't stay on there. Close that up. And I need a scrap piece of paper. And I'm going to be using my gold embossing powder. So you want to pour that on a lot. And I had already used my Embossing Buddy on this. I really recommend using that. It gets rid of the static so that your embossing powder doesn't stick where you don't want it. And now pour this back into there. Okay. Close this up. Okay, and then grab your heat tool and go ahead and heat that. And it doesn't take long at all. This is why I did an extra long piece so that I could hold on to it so I don't burn my fingers. I'll see if I can get close so you guys can see it change. So I just kind of go back and forth. It doesn't take very long. Maybe about a minute. There, it's starting to change. Can you see that? So cool. Oh, my Christmas looks to be done. Now let me do my wishes. Put that S. Alright, and that looks done to me. So pretty. Look at that. Can you guys see that? It's a really gloomy day, so my lighting's terrible today. Okay, it's actually the morning and it's this gloomy out. Alright, so I'm just going to trim this down because I don't need it quite this long. Alright, Christmas wishes. And I'm going to mount this onto this piece of cherry cobbler cardstock. Okay. And I'm going to stick a couple dimensionals on the back. Actually, I'll stick a few because I don't want it to come off. 1, 2, 3, 4. Peel these off. Okay, and then the last thing I want to do, or not the last thing, but I want to take my box and I want to wrap some ribbon around it. Let's see, what did I do with my ribbon? I gotta find it. Here we go. How about we do some garden green ribbon? I'm gonna go with the red and green. And so what I do is I take the ribbon, wrap it around the box, and I want just enough to wrap one time around. So I'm gonna cut it. Okay. And then I like to stick just a little bit of adhesive right on the top of the box. Obviously, at this point, you would have filled your box, but it's going to be easy for me to go back and fill them. Oops, this is sticking to that. Okay. I like to wrap it around. Okay. Put this down. Right here. And it's okay that they don't reach because it's going to be covered. Then I'm going to take this and put this about right here. Christmas wishes. And then to finish it off, I'm going to take some of our Season of Glitz mini bows. And I think I'm going to put a green one. And these are just like regular Christmas bows. You just peel the wrapper off. Aren't they so cute? I think everybody needs these bows. They have them in these are from the holiday catalog, but they also have them in the annual catalog in different colors. I love them. They are perfect for finishing off a Christmas or a present. Okay, and that's going to go right there. And that is my box. Okay, so let me grab them all for you. So this was the one I showed you earlier. They're very similar. And here's another one I did with the Year of Cheer designer series paper, and this one I did the copper embossing foil, and again I used the Season of Glitz bows, but I used one of the red ones, and I have black shimmer ribbon on this one. Isn't that so cool? Aren't these adorable? These would be fun table settings too, having little gifts in them if you're having, I don't know, a Christmas event. But you could whip these out for any holiday, really. They'd be cute for Valentine's Day, a birthday gift, anything. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video and you'll make your own cute little boxes out of all of that designer series paper that I know you guys have. So anyway, subscribe to my YouTube channel and find me on Facebook, A2Z Stamping. Thanks guys. Bye.